Hello, I'm Seth Johnson with Land House. So it's been raining outside for about 15 hours straight, but that makes it the perfect kind of weather to be upstairs in the attic. Whenever it's sunny out, it pushes 130 degrees up there. Right now it's about 75. Much better. So in today's tiny house video, whenever I built my roof, I have scissor trusses, and then gable end trusses that didn't have that second piece to them. So now that I'm insulating the roof, or the attic space, I had nothing to attach that other insulation to. Also, the trim boards had nothing to attach to on that gable end. So today we're going to be fixing that problem. So let me show you what I'm talking about. As you can see here along the gable end, it's kind of open and there's nothing to attach trim boards or insulation. Because you can see the insulation here is between the rafters. But so we're going to fix this today by adding some boards to the gable end here. So what we have up there is the top plate, and then that gable end truss that comes up like this. And we're essentially wanting to put a board that runs up like this onto that gable end. But as we've known before, if you just put two 2x4s, there's a space over here, and that would make our trim boards uneven. So luckily I have scraps of OSB here that I can use as like a sandwich, and that way when I put this up there it'll be flush with the top plate. So I'm going to cut some sandwich pieces here. All this talk of sandwiches is making me hungry. We need 6 of these total. This might be a little dark for you to see, but I'm going to take the first piece of that OSB and I'm just going to attach it here in the corner with just this little screw here. Get it in place. And then I'll move up to the next one here. So in order to put the board up at the right angle to match this one over here, what I'm going to do is take a level and I'm going to put it onto this board here and then match it up with the one across over here. And then I'm going to make sure that I've got a level in here like this. And now with a pencil I'm going to mark that angle on the board. So I now have the position and angle for the truss. Okay, so I'm going to take another piece of this OSB and place it at that angle here and just screw it in. Okay, and now I'm going to go to the next ones and finish those without you, and we'll move to the next step. Ran into a little snag on this one. Drew my line, but there's a nail up here popping through that prevents me from going up onto the line. So what I'm going to do is just place this board here. Now I'm going to come back and redraw my line onto that one. It was just by a little bit. I managed to get all of those blocks installed. So I am noticing that the truss up here is going to be higher than that box. So I may have to cut out a little extra from the board so that it will fit properly. So let's measure this thing and see what we need to cut. I think what I'm going to do is catch the end of the corner over here on that OSB we put down and see if I can't match up what we need on these boards here. This looks like about here. And I'm seeing that 64 inches is going to work well on this side. I'm going to go ahead and measure the other side so we can cut both of them at the same time. Okay, you're going to mark out 64 inches right here. And we'll cut 2 of these. So I had a comment once that said I should warn people that when I use the saw, I have glasses and earplugs on, and I always do. It's very important. But things like what I'm about to do aren't good, and that's use my knee as a sawhorse. But I don't have a real sawhorse, so if you want to buy me one, I'll take it. Got the board here. It's cut and ready to go. And I'm going to just hold it up here. And I think I want this wire to go behind, don't I? Does that make sense? I probably better put it on the top up here. Alright. So now what I can do is once again bring out the level here and just make sure that this is where it's supposed to go, and it's looking good. So I'm just going to take my drill and get this thing up here. Alright, so now I've got some 3-inch screws. I'm just going to put in here and keep this thing from going anywhere. Well, I went ahead and got both pieces installed here. So you can see that will match up with the scissor truss and allow insulation and siding pieces to go up there. Now I also got the ones back here is done as well. Well, I wasn't exactly sure how this should have been done, the official to code way, since I don't have a code book. But this seemed like a pretty good fix. I'm going to put the insulation in next, and we'll see how well that fits, but I think it's going to do well because it's now close to 2 feet, just like the other scissor trusses. Thanks for watching. I'm Seth Johnson with Land a House, and I will see you next time.